Hello and welcome to Doubles and Trebles. It's a Saturday preview, Newmarket, Cambridgeshire Day, plus two Group 1s in the juvenile division. I've already touched on all of these races earlier in the week, but now the fields are confirmed, the runners and riders. Just looking back on last week, there was a slight profit last week and the week before, so let's hopefully continue that run with a bit more profit this week and beyond. Keeping it simple in time order. The first race at 150 is the Royal Lodge Stakes at Newmarket. There's only four runners. Charlie Appleby has got one at a shade of odds on. Aidan O'Brien second in the market with one at 3-1. There's going to be no bet in that race, but it does often throw up a good one. Caribus was an agonising second in that race last year. Obviously, he went on to win a couple of Group 1s this season. So look out for a good horse in the Royal Lodge, but there'll be no bet. The first one we're going to look at is the 225 Cheveley Park Stakes for fillies over 6 furlongs. It's a Group 1. 225 at Newmarket. A really, really nice renewal, to be fair. Some really good form lines and a range of different form lines coming to the table. This is a good race. It's a good renewal. There's 10 runners set to go to post. We've got a Glorious Goodwood winner, a Royal Ascot winner, a York Ebor winner, a July meeting 1-2. It is really a good renewal, as I've already said. Anyway, Meditate is the bet without any question. She is the bet. She's currently 5-2, and I see absolutely no way that she goes off 5-2. I think she'll be shorter. I think she'll be the outright favourite. She's currently sharing favouritism with Trillium. I expect Meditate to go off the favourite for Aidan O'Brien. Ryan Moore will be doing the riding. She's back down to 6 furlongs. I think that's a plus. She's back on a quicker ground. I think that's a plus. Only a couple of weeks ago, 13 days ago, she was second behind the massively impressive Tahira at the Curragh. That was in a Group 1. Them two were well clear of the rest in a Group 1 field that day at the Curragh. I think that's the best form on offer here, and I do fancy her to win. Although Trillium has won over 6 furlongs already this season, I think at this stage in her life, she's better suited to 5 furlongs, in my opinion. This is 6 furlongs. I like the attitude of Meditate as well. She gets on with business, can do it from the front or be handy. She really gets her head down and tries. But just back to Trillium, I think she's probably better over 5 at this point in her life and maybe into the future as well. The last 2 races have been over 5 furlongs. She's won both of them. She's quick. I think Meditate could out-battle her, but I do think it is a really decent renewal underneath that as well, like I say, with a range of form lines on offer. I gave a mention to Juliet Sierra earlier in the week, and she's an interesting runner, that is for sure, but she's going to need to step up markedly in this very good field. She was 12-1 on Monday. She's now 9-1. It's a bit of a leap to be backing her in this, given that there is some real proven fillies above her in the market that have got group form. She's not a bet, Juliet Sierra. She might have been if the field weren't as strong, but it is a strong field. And with Meditate, she's 5-2, and she is the one to back in that race. On to the 3 o'clock. The Middle Park is another Group 1 for juveniles, but these are the boys. This is another really decent renewal. But in comparison or contrast to the previous race I've just spoke about, I can't pick a bet. I thought it was really difficult betting heat, to be honest, and a good race. Marshman ran a cracking second in the Gimcrack at York. Blackbeard is already a Group 1 winner. He's in there at 11-4. Similar, Marshman and Blackbeard are sharing favouritism at 11-4-ish apiece. Mischief Magic has to be respected. He's the only Godolphin runner in a race, and they like this race. Persian Force has been second in 2 Group 1s already this season, so it's got a real strong feeling to it at the top of the market. I like to find reasons to take horses on that are at top of betting markets, but I couldn't be confidently against any of those 4 I've mentioned so far. I could make a case for them all winning. Obviously, we can't back them all. It's a no-bet race, but a cracking race in prospect. Really looking forward to that one. On to the main event, the Cambridgeshire. 29 runners, not quite got the maximum field, which is a theme of British racing this year and the last couple of years, to be honest. 29, there's a maximum field of 35. They've not quite got that. I've already put up Carolus Magnus earlier this week at 50-1 on another video. It's still available at 50-1, so if you're not already on, get on. 50-1. Each way, 6 places are available. You can get more places, but you're not going to get best odds. I like to have extra places and the best odds if I can. 50-1 each way, 6 places is available. David Probert's on. That's a tick. The trip at 9 furlongs is a tick. The ground, fine, no problem. The course is a big tick for Carolus Magnus. He loves the course. Big field. I think he's been crying out for that. The trainer's in decent form as well, Andrew Baldwin. I honestly think there's a lot to like, and he's got a good chance for a horse that's priced at 50-1. He's got quite a lot going for him, Carolus Magnus. Each way, 6 places is the official bet. Towards the top of the market, and I did threaten that I might pick a secondary selection in the race. There is 29 runners. Give me a chance to pick two. The top of the market is like a typical Cambridgeshire, really, unexposed 4 and 1 3-year-old. Near the top of the market, 2 of which are trained by William Haggis, which has been a theme of this season without any question. My secondary selection is Jimi Hendrix at 14-1. Again, available 6 places each way. You're going to get best odds on that as well. Put a complete line through Jimi Hendrix's last run at Goodwood, where he went off reasonably short for the Golden Mile, one of the favourites there. Drawn widest of all 18 runners at Goodwood in that Golden Mile. It's the biggest draw race in the whole calendar, and proven again this year. The winner came out of stall 2, the second came out of stall 1. Jimi Hendrix in 18 had absolutely no chance, and so it proved. He was a cracking third in the Britannia at Royal Ascot earlier in the season. He's a 3-year-old in the field. It was a winner of a good-looking handicap at Newmarket in early July, doing all his best work there late. He's by Newbay, so has a good chance of staying 9 furlongs, although he hasn't been beyond a mile yet. But that Jimi Hendrix win at Newmarket in July, the second that day is now £8 higher, the third that day is £2 higher, and the fifth that day is also £8 higher. It's good form, he's a good horse, he should stay the trip. I do like Jimi Hendrix at 14-1, so we're going to chuck 2 bullets at the Cambridgeshire. And finally, if you've made it this far, I quite like one on Friday as well, to be fair. There is no way at all that Dance in the Grass should be 12-1 for the 3 o'clock at Newmarket on Friday, the Rockfell Stakes over 7 furlongs. I thought this horse, trained by Mark and Charlie Johnston, was really quite impressive at Sandown on a penultimate start. That was in a Group 3. She did a lot wrong that day and still comfortably be a good Godolphin horse that has since gone on to win a Group 3 at Goodwood. That horse is called Fairy Cross. So that's decent enough form. Those two went a mile clear of the rest at Sandown, and Dance in the Grass, she pulled a little bit early. She raced a bit wide round the bend at Sandown, came down the middle of the track, was a little bit green in front. There's a few bits that didn't necessarily go wrong, but you would have hoped could have gone a bit better in an ideal world, and she still won. Thought that was a really quite taking performance for Dance in the Grass. She went in my notebook then. She then went off a short price favourite at Doncaster last time in a Group 3 and was very disappointing. She finished 7th of 8th that day. There's no doubt about it. She went off a short price. I think she was near even money. Very, very disappointing. But I think the ground at Doncaster was clearly too soft for her, and she's going to get a much quicker surface at Newmarket this weekend. Newmarket is good to firm in places. I think that's what she wants, Dance in the Grass. A return to anything like that Sandown performance sees her go close here. And the best thing about it, as we mentioned every week, is the price. Dance in the Grass is 12-1 each way, 4 places. I think that is a gift. I really do. The favourite for that race on Friday, the 3 o'clock at Newmarket, is Commissioning. And she's only been seen once for John Gosden. Made a great impression. But that was only in a maiden. Dance in the Grass has done it at a higher level already. Yes, she failed badly at Doncaster, but I can't get that Sandown win out of my mind. I thought it was quite impressive. A return to anywhere near that form, and I can't see her out the places. And 12-1, I really do like the price. I like the place terms. I like the horse. So there's 3 or 4 bets for this weekend. Just a quick update there. Thanks for tuning in. We've got all sorts, and I mean all sorts of content coming virtually every day on the channel at the moment. Darts and racing and more darts and more racing. So thanks for tuning in. As always, the selections will be in the description below. We track them all. It's either 1 point win or 1 point each way. It's very, very simple. And I'll be open and honest and give you the pluses and minuses as the season goes on. So I'll speak soon. Thanks for watching.